Thank you for joining me today. My name is Joe Doporalski. We're going to take a look at the AutoSort functionality. To get started here, let's consider the following library structure. I have three root categories: general items, sample category, and demo library. If I expand these out, I see that each of these has subcategories underneath the root category. In the first example, I want to demonstrate how AutoSort works. I'm going to take a slide that exists in my target audience category inside of my demo library category. I'm going to add this slide to the presentation builder pane. And note that this slide is currently the first slide in the presentation. I'm now going to come up to general items, which is a category that exists before the demo library target audience category. I'm going to choose samples, and I'm going to highlight a slide here and add it to my presentation. And note that AutoSort, because it's enabled, added the slide from my general items samples category before the demo library target audience slide that I've added. So again, AutoSort keeps items in the same order as they appear in the library pane when those items are added to a presentation. I'm going to take a look and demonstrate another example of that. So I'm going to start with a clean presentation, and note that AutoSort is enabled because it has this check mark next to AutoSort. I can just as easily disable it by clicking on it, and that check mark is gone. But in this example, I want to make sure that AutoSort is enabled. I'm going to expand out the subcategory 1 to expose its subcategories. In this example, I'm going to choose the subcategory 3, and I'm going to add the slide final presentation to my presentation. And I'm going to come and select subcategory 1, and I'm going to highlight the chest slide, and I'm going to add it to the presentation. And I note that because the final presentation slide that was in subcategory 3 existed after the chest slide, which was in subcategory 1, that chest slide was auto-sorted and added before the final presentation slide. Same thing if I add this Confucius slide. Doesn't matter where I drag and drop that, AutoSort will automatically place that slide in the order that it appears in the library. And now this next example, I'm going to clear out my presentation builder pane again, and I'm actually going to disable AutoSort, and I'm going to perform that same set of adding those slides as I just did. So I'm going to add my final presentation slide, and I'm going to choose subcategory 1, and I'm going to add chess. And you can see once I add that because AutoSort is not enabled, I am dictating the order of this presentation. So the chess slide is actually added after the final presentation slide. Same thing if I add this Confucius slide, that's added after the chess slide. And I can come in here and rearrange these items however I desire. And if I come back up here and I enable AutoSort, my presentation will be resorted according to the AutoSort rules. In this case, it'll be resorted to the library order. So once I check that, the chess and Confucius slides are organized before the final presentation slide, as dictated by the AutoSort rules. Thank you for joining me for this brief look at the AutoSort functionality. Thank you.